What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Get this. The Nsac upholds the 2-year suspension for Jarrell Miller with room to be relicensed June 17th. Jarrell Miller received better news than expected, even if it's not the sought-after resolution. The 5-member panel of the Nevada State Athletic Commission voted unanimously in favor of Brooklyn's Miller, which is 23-0 with 20 knockouts with 1 draw, remaining under suspension through June 16th of 2022, though with a compromise, a proposal introduced by Commissioner Anthony A. Marnell III called for the unbeaten former heavyweight contender to be immediately eligible for a license beginning June 17th, provided he continues to produce negative drug tests through VADA's random drug testing program. The ball is in your court, Marnell told Miller, who appeared along with his attorneys via conference call at the commission's monthly agenda hearing Wednesday morning at state headquarters in Las Vegas. You will serve out the 24 months. It's 100% on you to determine what you do here. Miller was served with a backdated 24-month suspension back in December of 2020. A ruling from his having tested positive for the banned substance GW 1516, also known as cardarine and endurable, ahead of his scheduled July 9th clash with Jerry Forrest. The bout was to have aired live on ESPN from MGM Grand Conference Center in Las Vegas, marking his first ring appearance since November of 2018, as well as his debut under the Top Rank banner. The Nevada Commission placed Miller under temporary suspension during its July 2020 monthly agenda hearing, with the matter reaching until an appropriate punishment later that December. The terms of the suspension included room for up to 6 months reduction had Miller complied with the random drug testing term, submitting to no fewer than 2 random drug tests per month for 6 consecutive months to complete the program. However, the absence of a payday since Miller's last fight in November 2018 left him unable to afford the testing program, in addition to falling on hard times on a personal level. He says, "I lost my wife, I lost my home, I lost my career." Miller noted during an impassioned speech, "Now I'm in court fighting to be with my son. Financially, I am required to pay legal fees. This is bigger than boxing. It means being here for my son and for my mother." Okay, now, I hate that for Jarrell Miller, because I know he's trying to get licensed early so he can fight somewhere to pay these fees, to help his mom, to help his family, to help his son. But unfortunately, they upheld it, 24 months is 24 months. Now, a lot of times, what everybody was screaming, like, hey, get rid of him. Look what he tried to do to Joshua. He was popped with 3 different substances. Then a year later, they bust him again. So it's not like he's new to this, okay? He's a repeated abuser. And that's how they're going to look at it, regardless of what he says, because as you guys can see, he's like, hey, well, the truth will come out, blah, 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 blah. But, that could just be a smokescreen. One day the whole truth will come out. But until then, F it, I'll be the bad guy. See you. Sorry, sons of bees, June 17th. Well, the good news, June 17th, he can apply for his license, but that doesn't mean he has to sit around. He can train. He can focus on training until that time comes to apply for that license. Meanwhile, he can keep forking out those negative tests to prove that he's not doing anything up until the point where he applies for his boxing license. Okay, so it's really not much more you could say to this. And it does suck for him because he didn't have the money to keep doing those tests, because, you know, you got to pay for those tests. If you fail a drug test, that's the status quo. You're going to pay for them. So it's coming out of your pocket. Okay, so, you know, I hate that for him. And I did wonder about Jarrell Miller, like, yo, how is he staying afloat? He hasn't fought in like 4 years. You know, I seen him, I think he was kind of bouncing from Floyd Mayweather at one point, maybe, because he was there when Jake Paul grabbed Floyd's hat, got your hat. And then he was the one that grabbed Floyd, you know what I mean? Picked him up like a little rag doll. So maybe, you know, he's hustling, trying to find his way. But, hey, it's hard. But, you know, that's what happens when you go down a path of cheating. You know, and I think he was trying to cycle off in 2020, you know. But it just shows you how much he's been doing that, to know when, to know how. Obviously, he didn't get that to a T. So he, you know, because they found a minute amount, but something tells me it was more than that minute amount a week or two ago. Before that, you know what I mean? You could only assume that, you know. So Jarrell Miller, you know, he's lucky he's not suspended indefinitely. Some people can never fight again. Like Louis Resto could never fight again. Okay, so Jarrell Miller is really thankful. And again, it's this year. It ain't like it's June 17th of 2023. You know what I mean? So that's right around the corner. That's like less than 3 months away. Okay, because it's almost April now. So April, May, June. So he should be fine. The middle part of June, he should apply for those boxing license, keep doing what he's doing. And I think he needs to show people that he can fight without the juice, without the drugs. Okay, that's one thing he needs to prove to everybody. Like, not only I'm not like you guys think I am, but I can also still fight without cheating or taking drugs. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the Nevada State Athletic Commission upholding the 2-year ban on Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.